Hajime slicked his hair into a smooth, perfect spike. Kazuichi ground his sharp, shark-like teeth together. "Your hair," he said softly. "It's so spiky, so big." He sweated with delight. Slowly spreading his thighs, gazing upon Hajime's pulsating ahoge? Anyway, so you interrupted me as I was writing my totally real, not at all made up Hajime Kazuichi 200,000 words slow burn coffee shop AU. Not fooling anyone with that one, am I? Anyway, we're here at Mount Rushmore for a trial. Probably could have planned that joke out a bit better, in all honesty, but never mind. Never mind at all.
Why you?
Oh god, what's going on?
Stop it!
Sheesh!
Hiyoko, he will kill you.
Unbelievable.
Huh? Kind of took the wind out of your sails there, Super Saiyan Monokuma.
Bastard! Anyway, see ya later!
This is bad.
Interestingly, that's one of the lines from my slow burn coffee shop AU, Kazuichi.
Like,
As is that.
Show some spirit!
As is that.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
That's not. No, it's that.
you're so evil!
Okay, Monomi, calm down. Yeah, Hajime, I'm not looking forward to this either. I might have to do the Hangman's Gambit again. Oh, sorry. Improved Hangman's Gambit. What the fuck kind of simile is that, Hajime? Ooh. I like this courtroom.
So impossible!
That is...
No, no!
you.
Like...
Weird thing to say. Sorry, I momentarily paused the game to check that my headphones were actually blocking out the sound. Because I get anxious and that's a thing I do. Obviously it wasn't fucking Teru, was it? I know he's red to indicate that he's not part of this lineup, but still. I kind of think it has to be Mikan or maybe Ibuki, since they're the other characters in that thing. And I mean, Hiyoko is also going to be way too obvious. That all that skills? It is.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
All this fourth wall leaning makes me very uncomfortable, guys. Can you not do that?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Okay, so girl A is Mikan. Girl B was Hiyoko, I think. Girl C was Maharu. Girl D was Ibuki. Girl E was Sato, who isn't here. And boy F was very obviously Fuyuhiko. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning was Fuyuhiko's sister. Okay, it turns out Maharu was girl B. Hiyoko was girl C.
I see! Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
I mean, they're in order, so yes.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
Huh, that's another line from the Slow Bun coffee shop, you.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
That isn't.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
It's girl C, isn't it? Okay. Fuck you. I don't know, go B.
I see!
That's what I said before, isn't it?
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Wow. Horrible and delusional. Okay.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday!
Let's move on to Girl D.
I see! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
I see! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll.
Nagito, I know what you're doing.
The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll.
Nagito, you're not being subtle.
Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I see! The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
No, negative, that was sarcasm.
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope Speak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
Okay, that it didn't for Yuhiko, remember?
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Kazuichi, he never stopped.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
I also don't know who she's talking about.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Is there even a Suzuki in this game?
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
Kazuichi raises a very good point.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it! Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But... Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans.
Yeah, actually, she's not wrong. Not something I ever did, but...
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
So I tuned all of that out.
An understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Yep, no, I didn't listen to a single word of that.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then, forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
She put the key back in the office, because the sound that drew them all wasn't the window breaking. So the murder could have happened at any time before.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, You need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Okay, that's...
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway! Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
Yeah, I know.
After she killed the first victim in the... What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl to the front of the music?
To go back to the... You need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall,
So just
the
checking.
other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong! First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
It makes no
After the
sense.
murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
As in, what Aduki said makes no sense. Why am I even surprised?
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see! Now the mystery has been solved!
Oh, that's probably the end of this trial then.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
It was her hands. And she said she choked
Who
her.
cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was!
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end!
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting!
You're the disgusting one!
The weapon is pretty unconventional! The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
No. Nope. 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 Yeah. Oh wait, did she use the broken fish tank?
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going
The investigation.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains. Damn it!
A weapon inside the music room, huh?
Okay, I know.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to...
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Oh, no.
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death...
What? Guys, what's the... Is it just Y? Did I just use Y to agree? I think I just used Y. Okay.
It should have had blood...
Was there a weapon?
It's been a while, okay. Yeah, I know.
A weapon inside the music room. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death?
Then she attacked her.
That's too big to...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that big a...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Damn it! What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation conducts universal...
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree
Oh,
with
thank
that.
God.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all! And gravel is impossible! It's too small to be a weapon!
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea!
Please stop referencing games. I beg of you.
But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Do you now, Mikan?
You can? That's pretty scary.
Thank you, Aduki, for voicing my thoughts exactly.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Yep, it's Fuyuhiko. That's right. Say Fuyuhiko.
I see!
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember! That's obvious! Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen!
Even if I don't remember, I already know! It's obvious that guy is the killer! No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko! Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
Fuyuhiko, are you certain because people think like you, a member of the Yakuza, who constantly talks about murdering people, are violent?
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Monokuma, did you cross out Terry's face with a knife and fork?
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
Oh no, war for tiny people.
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
Oh hey, another line from my slow-down coffee shot at you.
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
That's actually a really good point.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Ooh. Okay, we will continue this next time. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I will see you then.